Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now the try here for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next to score, Colts 7, Ravens nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To try again after the sack. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And those are the types of plays that Kenny Moore wants to make more of, because he's really starting to make a name for himself, and many know him as a terrific blitzer from the nickelback position. Undrafted out of Valdosta State, he is a ball hawk as well, and he led the Colts with 4 picks in 2020.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
From the 39, Wentz. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Wentz. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not much happening there. Not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 27. 98 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Steps away to his left. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Fighting through. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson flushed out right. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. On the return is Duvernay. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Mike, 58 right there. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 58 for Mike, 58.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 124 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right around the midfield stripe. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They go play action with Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
I'm coming after you. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
58 to Mike.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mike, 58, 58 Mike. Watch the road, watch the road.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Jackson now. This is caught. And he's brought down.
Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
Ravens receivers have ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their 1st-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more 1st downs from that young man.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
58, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 50.
Murray will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Running left, Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
There he goes inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed.